Hello everyone, tonight we're going to play the Uno game to learn Chinese characters. As we all know, Chinese characters is really difficult for all learners. But actually, we also have some tricks can help you to learn Chinese characters. Actually, Chinese characters is really funny and interesting part in Chinese language. We have Chinese radicals can help you to recognize and learn Chinese characters. I will tell you how it works in this game. Okay, so this game we made it and according to the Uno rules. So basically, we obey the Uno rules to play these cards. I will tell you how to play it. Okay, then we can start. You will see at the beginning, everybody got 5 cards. If you put the mouth on the card, it will enlarge and you can see very clear the pinyin and the English meaning and picture and character, how to write this radical. On left top, this is radical, and right top is the example characters of this radical. And how it works, let's see together. For example, this one is the radical, so left part, we call it 足. It means foot. Okay. 足, you will see the picture also help you to remember the radical form. So this part, right part, is 八. So in these characters, left radical means foot. And right part, this radical means separate. So you will know, okay, foot plus separate. What this separate? Actually, it's your feet separate. So this character we pronounce 啪. What's that mean? You can also search here. For example, 啪. Find this character and use the picture. You will find, okay, this, we call it 啪, 啪, 啪. So your feet is separate like this, right? Separate like this. Separate like this. It means 啪. Interesting, right? Okay, so I will teach you every cards in this game. Actually, our deck is 10 radical per deck. So every time we can learn and repeat 10 radicals together. I will explain all of these radicals and example characters for you, and then we can play together. For example, this one, 足, and then I can play the same color, that means blue, or the same card, that means 足, with a different color. For example, I have 4 blue cards. I can play this one. 皮. 皮 means skin. 皮. Okay. You can write after me. You can take out a pen and paper and then write after me. P. One more time. P. Okay, and then right part, we call it 破. 破. We will play all the 10 radicals and remember them first, and then I will explain all of these example characters for you. You will find it's easier to understand. Okay, so I play P. My opponent could play, for example, S. Private. S. Private. So you can use this part when you open a computer. I mean, not your computer. So you can see something like this, maybe. Attention, it's not your computer, it's another people's computer. So there is his or her private information. So he don't want you to see it. S. Private. Okay, and then I can play by white. By white. Okay, by this character, actually, this part on button is a 日. That means the sun. The sun. 日. And then plus 撇 here. So the sunlight, when we see it, we feel it's white. You can use this type to help you to memorize this character. 日 plus 撇. But this is not the correct stroke order. Order is to type, to write the first stroke here and then plus 日. Okay, so this one is 白. And then my opponent can play 刀. 刀, knife or sword. 刀. 刀 has two different forms. The first one, like this. 刀, very sharpened. 刀. And the second form is like this. Like this. 刀. 刀. Why there are two different forms? Actually, it's according to the needs of writing. For example, you will see this character is the first form because this stroke is very small. So we can write this bigger. But this 刀, usually it's put on right side of a complete character. For example, like this one. This character means sharpen. So left part, I need to write another radical. So you need to give some space for another part. So 刀 is pushed to the right part. Okay, 刀. And then I don't have any more the word cards, but I have function cards. Okay, so I can play these cards first. These cards means reverse, change the direction. But now because we only have 2 players, so if I change the direction, that means still me to play. But if there is 3 players or 4 players, then we can change another direction. Okay, and then so still me. I can also play the same cards but different reverse. Or I can play the same color but different function. Okay, so I choose this one to play is +2. That means my opponent will be punished for 2 cards. You need to draw 2 cards. Who play all the cards first, who wins? So everybody want to play all of the words in hand to win. Okay, and then still my turn, but I don't have any more cards I can play, so I need to draw. Before that, when you leave only 1 card, you need to call cha, just like you call uno. If you forget to do that and you are caught by the other players, you also need to be punished for 2 cards. Okay, so it's turn to my opponent. My opponent don't have cards 2 either. So still my turn. Sorry, I have this function card. This function card, that means I can change the color. So I want to change the color to green. So my opponent can play clothes. Clothes. You can see also have 2 forms. So we can see here head, shoulder, manche, and then coat, and then hand or bag. So write like this. One more time. Head, shoulder, left hand, coat, right hand, bag. Okay, means clothes, is general. So there another form is like this. Also, this part you will find is a thing, right? So also this part is when the radical is beside of another radical. This one actually is pretty similar with we can try to figure it out. Original, we write like this, and then we simplify to like this. How could we do that? Let's try. So it's more like make it thinner and smaller. Okay, Okay, so it's turn to me. 刀 again. 刀 刀 also. 刀 knife, sword. So I don't have cards. I still don't have cards. It's turn to my opponent. 刀 yellow card. Reverse, still me. I don't have cards. Reverse. She don't have cards. She changed the color to green. 足 foot. 足 foot. Private. Private. I don't have. 8 separate. 8 separate. Okay, I don't have it. 皮 skin 皮 skin. Okay, I got a new one. 巾 turban scarf 巾 turban scarf. 巾 oh sorry, like this. 巾 turban scarf. Okay, when we write in middle. Okay, 巾 巾 change to blue 蓝色巾 don't have 石 stone 石 write like this 石 石 one more time horizontal 撇 and mouth radical 石 okay. Shi change to green. No. Don't have. Don't have. Shi on my time. Green. Okay. Plus 4. Okay, now change it to yellow. 贝 shell or money. In the ancient times, the shell in some time as the money to spend to buy something. So 贝 also shell means money. Okay, let's write 贝 贝 Okay, 白 repeat to memorize 金皮 skin 皮 刀 knife 刀 knife 衣 clothes 衣 clothes plus 2 plus 2 and then 足贝 shell money skip plus 4 change to red color 一 skip 刀 knife 刀 I don't have red. Okay. 刀 blue. 白 衣 plus 4 change to red 皮 白 10 plus 2. Okay, my opponent played all of the cards, so she won. Okay, let's try second round and I will explain how these example words works. Okay, first one. 刀 The left part on top is the radical. The right part on top is the example character. So, for example, this is 刀. This is 刀. So when there is a point here, that means this character means this part of 刀, the sharpened side of the knife. 刃 we call it 刃. Okay, you don't need to. Actually, Chinese character is funny. That's because even you don't know the pronunciation, but you can guess the meaning. So when you do the reading, you meet some characters you are not so familiar, but you know part of it. You can guess the meaning actually. Okay, this one. And the second form is like this. Oh, sorry, too far. When you write the 2 or 3 opponents of characters, you cannot write too far. Otherwise, it looks like 2 characters rather than 1. So this part is green, like the rice in the farm, green. And the right part is knife, right? So when they get together, that means sharpen, because the knife is to cut off the grain. So it's a sharpen. We call it 利 sharpen. 利 sharpen. Okay, next one. 足 also have 2 forms. The same because of it need to plus another part opponent. This one is when 足 to be the independent characters means foot. 足 also means foot when it as the radical. There are some radicals could be the independent character, but sometimes they share the same meaning with the radical. Sometimes they will change the meaning. We will see. So this 足 is like 足球 football. 足球 football. Also, sometimes this part can put on button of another character. We will see that in the future. Okay, so when it to be the left part of a new character, that means 足 to be a radical. We need to write like this. If you write like this, then the right part hard to write. Okay, so we don't write like this. We write like this. We already explained what that means. This is foot. This is set. Okay. Next one. Jing. Jing and Bai, actually, you will find it on top of the example characters. They share the same. Right? So we can combine these two characters. We will know on top it's a Bai, that means white. On bottom it's a Jing, that means turban or scarf. So in ancient Chinese, actually, these characters, we pronounce it bo. It's the very early cloth in the ancient Chinese. Nowadays, we don't use these characters so often, but originally, so it's a white scarf or white cloth. Okay, next one. Let's see. Still Bai, we just skip over. And this one, Shi. Shi, left part, it means stone. And the right part, we already learned. What's this? Do you remember? Yeah, it's a Pi. Pi radical. So left part it's a stone and the right part it's a skin. When they get together, if somebody used the sharpened stone to touch your skin, the skin will break, right? So 破 means break. Break. Hard something to touch the soft something. Break. 破. Okay, let's see this one, ba. The radical is ba, and the example character here on top is ba, on bottom it's dao. What's that mean? Yeah, knife. Dao means knife, ba means separate. So when you use a knife to separate something, to cut off something, still means to separate this character. Actually, we call it fen. Fen nowadays, maybe you know, it means minute. But originally, the meaning means separate or divide. So nowadays, if we say somebody break up, we say 分手。她和她的男朋友分手了。Break the hand, separate the hand. So it's a break up. By, 背. Okay. 背 we talked about yesterday actually, but maybe some people didn't see that video, so I explain again. 背, this radical, like what we said, it was money. Originally it means shell, and gradually, because we use shell to be the money, so gradually it also means money when it adds the radical. So 背 nowadays, when it adds the character independent, it means shell still. But when it adds the radical, it means money. For example, this example character on top, on top it's 分, like what we said, a knife to separate something still means separate. And on bottom it's a 背, that means money. So there is a penny, but you still cut it off. So you have no penny. That means you are poor. So this character means poor. I don't teach you how to pronounce these characters because some of them are middle or advanced, intermediate or advanced character or words. but you don't need to know how to pronounce it. You still know what's that mean, right? That's magic. Okay. This one, E. E example character a little bit difficult, so I only explain the second one. This one on left part is E radical, and on right part it's Dao radical, means knife. Great. Okay, so this character originally means you use a knife to cut some clothes and to make a clothes, to make a coat maybe, or to make a dress. So this one nowadays it means beginning. So beginning, start to cut, to cut. Qing, we already know. Bei, we already know. Fen, we already learn. Yi, ba, shi. Okay, review. Ba, separate. Jing, scarf. Shi, stone. Pi, skin. Si, private. Okay. Si, private. The example characters write like this. You can guess what's that mean. On top, it's a separate, ba. On bottom, it's a private, si. So when you cut the private, that means the private, the secret, separate, public. So this character means public, like 公园, the park. 公园, the park. 园 means garden, so public garden means park. Ba, separate. Bai, white. Si, private. Bei, money. I think that's all. Dao, knife. Shi, stone. Ba, separate. Zu, foot. Yi, clothes. Bai, white. Zu, foot. Bei, money. Zu, foot. Ba, separate. Dao, knife. Dao, knife. Pi, skin. Shi, stone. Yi, clothes. Okay, I think that's all. If you like this game and you want to play with me or with some new friends or with some new learners who is learning Chinese or learn Mandarin, if you want to make more friends and in the language environment, welcome to our event. You can find the website in the description of this video. Every weekend, Beijing time, of course, we host some events to play the cards, to play the games with some strangers or with my students. So I help my students to learn more things during the games. Also, we welcome all of the learners to join us. So if you want to join us, you can add our social media, our Facebook or our Instagram, or add to us, or just leave a message to me. I will give you the invitation through the Gmail or through any your contact way to invite you to join our event and our game. Okay, thank you so much. See you tomorrow, I think. Bye bye.